I am Carol, the owner and creator of everything you find at CarolJo's.com, which is an online jewelry and accessory business for women. We do lots of things here. We do tutorials, we do chat times, we do sales. So what the tutorials are for this week is we will be making these simply elegant pearl earrings. They're a little bit different than what I've made in the past. We also have something that I'm still working on that will be on Friday's tutorial. So the earrings are going to be tomorrow night. Right now is a chat time. We have, I'm just waiting for TikTok and YouTube to let everybody know that I am live so that we can start our chat times. Hi, Nordic Luna. So if you are here, if you are on TikTok, go ahead if you could, and please go ahead and like and share this live. That would be really great. Hi, cute Kiki. Sorry, I had to think about that just for a moment. I'm sorry. Hi, Kiki. Welcome in. We just need to get people in, and then we're going to begin chat time. I'm also getting some of our kits that we are going to be using for tonight's tutorial ready. Or not tonight's tutorial, for tonight's live, which is a sale live. It is where we will have subscriber night. What subscriber night is, for those of you on TikTok only, it is a night where you get to, if you are a subscriber, claim items that are up for sale. Only those that are a subscriber get to chat tonight. Everybody else can watch. They just cannot chat. So that is what we have going on tonight. So to subscribe, down below, you see in the lower right or lower left corner, you will see a star. If you touch that, that will get you to the subscriber. It is $2.99 a month. TikTok, I just figured out the day today. TikTok is changing subscriber day or subscribers to super fans starting on September 15th. Hi, Miss Joya. It has been good all day. I keep going and getting lots of things done. I'm still working on getting stuff together for tonight, but I'll have that done before Buttercup gets off of the bus. So I'm excited. So that means that later on, I can go outside and play with her. We're going to go practice. She wants to practice by herself, but I want to watch her practice. So what today is chat. During the chat time on Mondays, our first chat of the week, we go in, hi Rainbow, and we talk about the quote that I've picked for the week. The quote will go up in a post here after the live. And that post or that quote that we have is called, or here's the quote. An essential aspect of creativity is not being afraid to fail. Yeah, it is a safe day. So what that means to me, and you guys can tell me what it means to you, is that being creative means that we're having a chat time. Well, hello, nice gear. How do you make the world a better place in your eyes? So, chat time means we talk about anything jewelry related or small business related. To me, when I hear, and we talk about the quote of the week in our first chat. So that's what we're going to do here. And that is, an essential aspect of creativity is not being afraid to fail. So thank you, Lisa, for the follow. What that means to me personally, and you guys can tell me what you think, is that it means that you have to try to start those creative juices flowing. Does everything work? No. But it starts you to figure out, how can I change it to make it better? So for example, I will be totally honest with you guys and why I have the silicone as a TBD. I have had in my mind, I want to make a certain thing out of silicone beads. I have not seen it made before. Doesn't mean that it hasn't been made. I just have not seen it. So I know that there's not a tutorial out there for me to follow. I've got to be able to figure this out. I have tried already 3 different ways to do it, and it hasn't worked in any of the 3. Before I go live tonight, I will try the 4th attempt. I have it. I will show you. My 3rd attempt was last night, and it's right here. It's still on the string. I didn't take it off the string. I didn't like throw it across the room because it didn't fail. But this is my 3rd attempt, and it didn't look like what I want it to be, in all honesty. So what does that mean? It means that sometime tonight, I will try my 4th attempt, and we'll see if it happens. If it doesn't happen, we'll figure something else out for our live that we will be doing on Friday during the day. But that's what it is you can't be afraid to fail. Don't play music or anything while we are in the middle of our lives, if that's what you're referring to. Sorry. So that's why I thought when I saw that quote, I thought it was extremely fitting for this week and for me. I'm not going to give up on it. What I'm trying to do, it will be accomplished at some point in time. It just may not be today. Because I can't because of YouTube's rules. There are rules that we have to follow, and I can't. So that is why I chose the quote. Now, my question to you guys is, what does that quote mean to you? Do you guys want to share what it means to you? And I'm almost done getting all the kits for tonight. What am I wanting to make? Miss Joya is asking. I am trying to make a star with different shapes of beads. I don't want it to all be circles. The quote is, an aspect of creativity is not being afraid to fail. So has there been things that they probably have created the star with the silicone beads? Probably all circles. I don't know. I haven't even found anything with it. So I will try it again, and we're going to get this. Thank you. I have had a lot of individuals over here on TikTok follow me while we've been talking about the quote, and I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry I didn't say thank you to each and every one of you. My goal for the month of August is to get to a certain number of followers, and we're extremely close to what I wanted for my August goal. My goal by the end of the year is that I can get to 10,000 followers. I do not set out and want a huge amount of followers all the time. I want people that follow. I don't have the triangle silicones. I've been trying it with abacuses, with the lentils and circles, and also octagons. So that's what I've been trying it with. I love that. So Luna has, failure is a big part of fear for so many, which is honestly true. We all do not want to fail at anything. To me, it gives me permission to actually try, because failure is a part of learning. And that is 100%. They have different shapes, but the manufacturers that I've worked with pretty much do the shapes that I've all gotten. And I asked even about doing like the square or the cube ones, but I have to pay to have that mold made for each size that I want. And that's extremely, to me, expensive. And I don't get to own the mold. The company owns the mold. And so then that means that then they can sell it to other people. And then you also have to, with them doing it like the first time, they want 10,000 minimum order of each color. And I'm like, holy, that's a lot of cubes. So I decided not to use them for cubes, and I'm just still looking for others. I actually, so they're asking if I could do my one on wire instead of string. My personal thing is I think feel like I'm in the comments here on there. I'm gonna do it like that. I don't have my backup account up, so I can't tell where I'm at. If I'm in the comments and I just got out of them, okay. But if I'm still in the comments, let me know, guys. I personally, as a crafter or jewelry maker, wire is the hardest thing for me to work with. When I say wire, like crafting wire and that type of thing, it is actually the hardest for me. I cannot wire wrap worth a hoot. I just can't. Down just a tiny bit more. Okay. How's that? So next, what I want to try is, I wanted to use abacuses, but I don't have them up here in my room to try them. So thank you for letting me know. So I will be doing that after the live. I need to finish getting everything ready, stickered and stuff for tonight's live. Then I was going to work on that one so I could show it to you. And then after that, I was going to start getting our silicone beads ready for Wednesday nights or Wednesday day live. And then because I have, tonight we have subscriber night at 8 p.m. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, I believe it is. I think it is too, because I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, so I moved it back as late as I could for tomorrow. I will have basket sale. We still are working on that big one. And then after that, Tuesday night, we will have the tutorial for this one, the Simply Elegant Pearl Earrings. What I want to show you about this that makes these different than the other pearl earrings that I've made, I'm going to show you each here. Do you see these 3mm beads that are on top of that glass pearl? They are actually cubic zirconia white 3mm faceted round beads. So, and what I'm doing for tonight is I am making some kits. We have 4 different colors, not a lot of each of the kits, but we have 4 different colors, and we will bring those tonight to subscriber night so you can buy the kits. If you don't want to buy the kits on Friday night sale, I'm going to bring 10mm glass pearls to that one, and then I will also bring the cubic zirconia 3mm size beads. Ooh, I never thought about using the wired ribbon before. That is a good idea. I'll have to look into that. I like it. I'm like, okay, I got ideas flowing through the head now. That's what this chat time is about. Yep, and you could do, or you could do lentils and you could have a 15mm ball. I'm just like, then the ball, and then it bends down, ball, lentil, ball, lentil, ball. I'm like, okay, I'll play around. I'll have to see. I don't know what I have for ribbon. If I need to, I'll run to my sister's. My sister is like the ribbon queen. So, but on those 3mm cubic zirconia, that's like what a strand, this is like, I've used some of the strand to make the kits. But we got that one. And that one's the white. I'm going to keep a couple of them. Yep. And so, and I'm going to show you the colorful one. Oh, I've got a flash goal now. What is my flash goal? I have no idea. Let's start it. Oh, it says 5 gifters send a heart me in 15 minutes. I don't know what it'll get me, but I will do that. And I can pin it. I'm like, okay, we'll see. Woo, thank you, Amber. That was a little loud. And then this is another one of those cubic zirconias that we will have. And I have this one. Some of them are off of the, I just got to get the right end here. Whoop, nope. This is the right end. Okay. This is the colorful one. So it is just a lot of different ones. Thank you, Rose. So these are also 3mm cubic zirconias. And in our example, I was going to use originally the purple from the colorful and put them with this color, but it just didn't go right. The white went better. And then I was thinking, well, what if I would have done the pink? Because there are little pink ones in there. You can't really see them. There we go. I need to put it on a head pin so you guys can see it. The colors of this colorful one and the other colors are really cool. So I'm going to bring those on Friday night. Let's get those on the head pin. And they just, to me, it came from a request that someone wanted these. I was watching their live. Is it right there? So anyways, I was watching their live and they were talking about that they had gotten these beads from someone else and now they weren't able to get them. And I looked up from one of my suppliers and I could get them. So like there's 4 of the colorful ones. This one is pink, yellow, green, and then that's actually brown. So I was like, let me see what I can do. And I ordered them because they requested them. We did a special live for those that ended up requesting certain colors and stuff. We did that one on Thursday night because I felt that they should have first opportunity because they were really the ones that wanted them. So we did that. And now we're coming here and we're going to sell them on a regular live on Friday. So that is what we're going to do there. Thank you, Miss Joya, for the heart me. So, and then tonight, as part of our subscriber night, so this is what will be up for grabs tonight on the subscriber night. We have one pendant that I think is really cool. It is a moon and a sun pendant. We will have gunmetal chain that is a paper clip chain. We're going to have one natural stone. I just don't remember what it is off the top of my head. And we have probably 5 different glass beads. And there are some different ones that we haven't had before. Like they're not round or that type of thing. We have like 2 of them are like coin, where they're the circle thin ones, flat circle. We've got those. And then we're going to do we have 4 kits for the earrings, 4 different kits you can get, 4 different colors. One of them, let me see, this one has 4, 2, 5, 5. So there'll be 10, 14, 16 kits up for grabs in 4 different colors. If you guys think I need more, let me know in the chat. I can see what we can do for more. And then we will have, after that, we're going to have jewelry tonight. I have not done jewelry sales on a live in months, guys and gals. I just don't do it a lot. And so we are going to have different jewelry things. So I've got them picked out. Some of the things we got. That one and this one. We're going to have an anklet. We're going to have bracelet set. So you guys are seeing what's going to be up for grabs tonight. It's this one. And then we have keychain. We have earrings that are with the frames. We will have also what we made last week. I decided we can put them up for sale. The flower wristlets, both of those that we made. We have the pink and we have the purple. Let me get the purple one to go down. There we go. We're going to have both of those up for grabs, everybody. And what subscriber night, you will get discounts on the items. So you have to come to the subscriber night to figure out what the discount is. So that will have. And I was going to say, okay, everybody, what kind of questions do you have? It's not all just about me. And I am literally like, I got to see this. You guys are going to laugh at me because if it's here, I want to go grab it. I should have checked before I went live, but I didn't. So hold on. I'm going to go check on my other computer. We had a box outside and I thought it was going to be my stuff, and it turned out it was Ryan's auto parts. And I was like, really? It's not here yet. Still, our mail guy is running late today. It's driving me nuts because I want to see these boxes. So the items that are in the box, I will have up for sale on Saturday. And I don't know if you guys have heard of Gorgonia beads before, but Gorgonia is like a high quality resin bead. And I can show you, I have some. And I've been showing you guys, some of them I have. In the box that I'm getting today, we're going to have some frosted. And that's what the frosted look like. This is the frosted gray. I don't know if I have the gray color. I honestly do not remember what colors I got. We have 4, 6, and 8 millimeter round circles. We'll have frosted. We're going to have some glitter, which is the gray glitter. We'll have, I think this one is, they are very pretty. Trying to see if this one is regular or glitter. That one's another glitter. That's like the dark blue. Thanks, Amber, for subscribing for tonight. So here's what the regular ones look like, I think. Let me double check. They might be glitter. But I do not have the ovals tonight, or this week. I won't have the ovals. Nope, that one's a glitter. You see that glitter in there? I won't have ovals tonight. I will have the ovals, or I have different shapes, because they come in different shapes too. So like here's one that's in a different shape with the blue frosted. I'm trying to find, I love the frosted and I love the glitter. So that's mostly what I purchased for, these are my own personal ones, just to let you all know. These will not be the ones up for sale. I'm just trying to find you some. Let's see what this one is. Is this the cat's eye? They have cat's eye and they have regular. This one looks like the cat's eye. Yep, these are the cat's eye. We will have some cat's eye too. I just don't know if it's in this order or the next order. I have 2 coming. Hello, everybody on YouTube. I am not finding just a regular one. Is this a regular one, or did I already show you this? Nope, that's the glitter one. I think I already showed you that one. But we have all kinds of those coming. As you can tell, glitter and frosted are my favorite. But these are my personal ones that I'm not selling, that I haven't put into my stuff yet, into my trays. I just have them in there and I need to make something with them. But we'll have those. I have like, I'm going to think about it. I think I have like 36 coming, 36 different. There's 3 sizes with 12 or 14 each. Thank you, Gina, for the follow. Yeah, finding suppliers that are the manufacturer is really hard. The only one that I work with that is an actual manufacturer is my silicone beads. A majority of them come from the manufacturer, And it's really funny because you can tell they are the manufacturer because you'll get little pieces of the silicone in it. It isn't repackaged or anything, and they just send it directly to me. That is the only manufacturer that I have been able to get. The rest of them, they go and find the manufacturers, and they are a wholesaler of beads and supplies. And so I have like about 7 different people that I use that way. I don't order for just from one place anymore. I did in the beginning, and now I'm going all over. Hi Meg. Amber is asking, where do you get your trays that you keep your beads in? I purchased mine from someone or from a distributor of them years ago. That distributor was purchased by Michael's, the craft store, and they did not carry these trays. You can find them in different places. So they are called Elizabeth Ward Bead Storage Solutions. So once again, that was Elizabeth Ward Bead Storage Solutions. You can find them on the Zon. You can find them on eBay. If you just Google that, you will be able to find them. Also, why does it say unlock live access? Like, I already have live access. I'm going to see what this is. Hold on. I'm going to see. It says go live. I am live. That's funny. Anyways. Hello everybody on YouTube. But if you can also find them on like the Zon, you can find them on the Zon, you can find them on the Moo, you can find them in different places. I know, I'm like, that was funny. I live in South Dakota in the US. And so like some people have found them less expensive. They are not inexpensive trays. I will tell you that. I am happily married, been with my husband for 18 years. Sorry, we don't get into more than that. I'll talk about my family. But anyways, it took me 2.5 years to be able to get all these trays because I have over 200 of them. So what you guys don't see is my whole bead. You can kind of see down here, down at the bottom. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different slots like these. There's 9 of them going from the floor to the ceiling, and our ceilings are 8 foot high. And then it is 8 foot wide, and there are 4 sections in that. So I'll show you here. So here we go, YouTube, or this is TikTok. So there's where it begins, and that's my little beading Betty. Whenever I want to see what something might look like, I can put it on her, but she also holds all those necklaces there. And then you go all the way over to here. And so when I throw in bags down, there's my bag holder. And then it goes all the way from the floor, and then that's the ceiling there. So. And I'm not doing that to say I have a lot of beads. That's just my storage for my beads. So that's what I have. I'll take you guys over here on YouTube on that same journey here. So there's Beading Betty in the beginning of it. And then you go all the way over there. And then I'm going to bring you back to middle. And then it's up to the ceiling. So that is my beads. I know. And so our joke is, Joy is going into our joke. We used to talk about my bead wall a lot on TikTok. I haven't shown it for quite a while because I fought for a while, and this is just me. This is me. I'm hating the way my shirt is laying on me. I don't know why it's laying funny. Anyways, I always thought I didn't want people thinking I was bragging about everything and how many beads I had. but you have to understand, I have been making jewelry for 20 years, had a business for 19 years, and it's some of these beads are from the very beginning. You guys all know that we all have our stash that we just can't get rid of some of them. We can't use them, but we're not getting rid of them, dear gosh. But so that's what we got. That's what I've been working on. 20 years of doing that. And so when I first started coming here on TikTok, there's a group that was like that it was kind of funny because people feel like they were like, we're gonna rent a U-Haul and come get them. They're gonna come and take the bead wall. So, but I figured out, I showed Ryan what I want to do for the she shed for the storage of the beads that I sell. And I showed it to him yesterday. So it's a joke. I mean, I know it's a joke and we joke around about it, but it just cracks me up. The bead, so we are working on getting a building that we can put on our land that I can put all of the beads in. And in all honesty, I do have 3 rooms that I store stuff in. Yep, and the thing is that you can use whatever products that you guys want for beads. Um, that's the one thing that I'll tell you guys. You don't even have to use beads to make jewelry. You can take a items that you find in your house and take components that you would use and you can make them into jewelry. So you know those tiles that they use for the backsplashes? Some of them are only like 1-inch squares, or they might be a half an inch wide and an inch or 2-inch long. So they're small enough that you can use those and you can take the backing off of it. Somebody was filtered. And then you take the backing off of those backsplash tiles, clean them up, and then you make them into pendants for necklaces and stuff by gluing on a bail, like a flat back bail. You can take washers and you can glue the same flat back bails onto washers, or you can use it, do the washers and put it through the cord. And I use alcohol ink to create a design into the washers. Joya's like the hex nuts. It's in this one. Let me look. Yep, they're in this one. In here. Hex nuts from the hardware store. So if you look at it this way, you will see that's the hex nut. And there it is, a bracelet. And so when you wear it, yeah, that's it. And they're shiny. Isn't that cool? They are sewn together with a needle, and you use a product called Fireline, which is Fireline makes this stuff, the nylon, or it's a cord here that's like just like fishing line, and they make it for jewelry. They make the stuff that you would go fishing with. They make that I don't know what else to call it than a thread. It is like fishing line, but it's, and so you sew it together with that. Hello, Nana D. Yep. And this one, I've actually, no, when you're thinking about selling your jewelry, you can think of like out of the box, you can just go to the craft shows and do it there. But I want you to think about some of the out of the normal, how about that? Not out of the box, out of the normal places to sell jewelry. So, my parents and my sister and her husband are avid motorcyclists. They love to ride motorcycles. And they go on a lot of poker runs, which is for charities. I mean, almost every single poker run we have around here is for a charity. There are some that are motorcycle related, there's some that are car related. And so I have sat at some of the stops for the poker runs, and I was the person that would stamp their card that they went to that location so that when they got to the end, they could get their cards to do their poker hand. I would have these set up to sell these at that location. So you're helping out whatever business that stop is at by them not having to employ somebody to sit there and stamp it. Or you could get into some of the charities that are running the poker run and donating your time by helping them out. And in turn, you can look at selling some of your work that is coordinates with whatever they're doing. I've done poker runs that were when they are motorcycle related, you could do these. I've done them when they were for like the different animal shelters and such, or animal rescues, and you can bring a few pieces of jewelry that have charms on them that are animal related. So the Harley shop that we have here didn't want to do it. And my brother-in-law worked there. So, it doesn't hurt to ask. In all honesty, it does not hurt to ask. Sure, I can show you the storage. Hold on. That one's not full. I'm trying to find one that's going to be full. Or almost full. Well, this one's almost full, so we'll use this one. This is what they are. So this one here has the large containers, the medium-sized containers, the small, and then these over here are tinies. They're large here. It's the largest one in South Dakota. So I'm like, okay, it's okay. You have to be just like you have to be afraid of failure. You have to be okay with hearing no. So each one has 4 different, you can buy them where you get a tray and it's the tray, the lid, and all the tinies. Or you can buy one that has all 4 sizes. I've customized mine to fit my needs. So I take them all out and then I fill them with what I need, okay? But they each have a little lid so that these are in there so that you don't lose your beads. So like if you're someone that takes your beads with you, you can do that. I got mine from a company that was bought out by Michael's, but you can buy them lots of other places. I just cannot get them from that company since Michael's bought them out. It is called Bead Storage Solutions, and they are Elizabeth Ward is the one that created this design. Her name is Elizabeth Ward. Funny thing is, I found her. Okay, so I watched a PBS show. Yes, I watched PBS. And this lady had these on her show, and she was talking about them. And you would search for Elizabeth Ward Bead Storage Solutions if you're going to find them here in the United States from a United States website. If you want them that are not the Elizabeth Ward, but they're similar, you can go to the Moo, and I can't remember if Rainbow is still on here, maybe she can put in there what she put in. But people put in like white storage containers or something like that, and they can find them. It just takes a little bit more if you're going off of like not Google type scenario with that. Hi, Amy Jo. And so I actually contacted, because I found her email, Elizabeth Ward's email. I watched the PBS, and then I'm like Googling at night, because that's what I do when I can't sleep. And I found her actual email, and I emailed her in the middle of the night. And I'm like, how do I buy these? I love them. Yeah, that's what we're all here. Okay, Paige said white rectangular bead storage. So if you're on the Moo, find that with that search. And she emailed me back in the middle of the night, everybody, and told me where I could find them. Yep. So Joya's got what you put on the Zon there, and then Paige has got what you put on the Moo. but I love my storage. Or diamond painting bead storage, yes, because they can be like the tinies are used for that a lot. But I was gonna say, we are here in this community, just to let y'all know, because there's been a lot of new people in here today. I am all about sharing. I don't. There's a couple of things I don't share in all honest, and I will tell you what I don't share. One of them is I don't tell you how much money I make from selling beads. That's just the one thing I just don't share. Because to me, my financials are my personal information. I just don't do that. I also don't share exactly where I live because I want to be, I want to be like, okay. Ah, Joy, I love it. And then the other thing is I don't always say where my suppliers are from. I used to, and I had people backlash on me about it. If you want to be super sleuthy, you can always find where anybody is at. Trust me, it's not totally hidden. I just make it not easy for you guys to figure out exactly where I live. I mean, in all honesty and all transparency, I do not mail out my packages from the post office that is the one that I'm supposed to use, like from where my post office is out of. My PO box is in a different town, and that is because my husband is works at that post office, so that's why we have it there. Yep, you can Google me and you can end up finding me. But thank you, Amy Joe, for the heart me. Okay, I love it, Rose. Thanks for that idea. She said, just search diamond painting storage on Temu. I'm not supposed to say that, but I did. And they pop right up. And that noise was my tablet making a noise because I'm not using it for today. There's just certain things that you're not supposed to say on TikTok. Okay, so Amy, check your emails. I did send you an email. Now that I say that, I'm going to make sure, but I thought I sent you one because you have a credit. You don't have to pay for it. You just needed to let me know. Yep, I did. It was at 4:06 yesterday. So if you can go look for it, if it's not in your inbox, look in your trash. Sometimes it goes there. Um, Today, right now, is we are having chat time. So for anybody who's new, I do chat time twice a week. My chat times this week are right now and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. We do tutorials twice a week. Tomorrow night, we are at 8 p.m. We're going to do a tutorial on these earrings. I'm going to bring them up close. We're going to make these earrings. And then on tonight, we have subscriber night. So if you're a subscriber, you can claim the items that we have up for sale. We have a gunmetal chain. We have a pendant. We have one natural. We have some glass. We will also have kits to make those earrings that I just showed. And we will have jewelry up for sale tonight. And all of those items will have discounts. I don't say what the discount is until we go live tonight. But to subscribe, there is that little yellow star down below. If you touch that, you can subscribe to me. Yep. You can come in and you can watch. You just can't claim on subscriber night unless you're a subscriber. It is $2.99 a month. I will be totally transparent with you guys. TikTok is going to take away subscriptions on September 15th and convert it over to Superfans. Superfans price is locked by TikTok and it goes to $9.99. If you would like to be in the subscriber, they will take and have it for 3 months after that. So the September date, the October date, and the November dates, those will all be $2.99 if you sign up before September 15th as a recurring auto pay. Okay. Yeah. And I'm not loving the $9.99 a month. To me, that is just, I have to offer up a lot more, and I don't know if I have the resources to be able to do that. So we are going to figure something out. I don't know how much they're going to lose because I think that they're trying to be more about you're going live. You can do super fan lives or, that type of thing, and you will have access to stuff that you didn't before. Yep. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll figure something out before we get to that point. I just got to think about it and like research what else do I want to do? I don't want to do subscriptions on my website because the disclosures for subscribing to like a monthly fee for something is extremely a lot. Yeah. And so I'm just going to see what we can do. I don't know. I got to figure something out. And sorry, I got the yawn. Oh, excuse me. I went to sleep last night. I shouldn't be yawning, but I am. Anyway, so we're going to have that. We'll figure that out. But we have subscriber night tonight. And then after that, tomorrow at 2 p.m., we're having bring back. We have still have some items that we haven't even seen yet for bring back. Or not bring back, I'm sorry, for basket sale. Then tomorrow night is the tutorial. Wednesday, I can't remember the time. We will have the silicone sale. And I'm working on getting those beads ready. Actually, we went down and did something at for my daughter last night down where she lives, which is over an hour away. And I bagged silicone beads while we were in the drive. And then after Wednesday night, we will have chat. Thursday, we will have bring back, which is items that we've previously had that did not sell out, and we are bringing back what didn't sell out. So we'll have some that'll have a few and some that will have a lot. So that's bring back Wednesday. That's Thursday during the day. Thursday night, we're not having a live because Buttercup has volleyball practice. And then Friday, we will have a tutorial that I'm still trying to work on and see if I can master what I want it to look like. I know, and that's what I was thinking is that, okay, thank you, Nordic Luna. I was thinking, do we have something that we just do a discount day? But then it's like, how do we make it intimate? Like, that's the part that I got to figure out. And part of it is, do we do a Discord group or what? And I don't know about Discord groups because I'm not very good at them. We have on Friday night, we're going to have a small bead sale, everybody. We're not going to have a large one like we normally do on a Friday night. It would be more like what we have on a Tuesday night, somewhere between 20 to 25 items. Some of them are going to be those cubic zirconias that are on these earrings. And then we'll also have the 10 millimeter size glass pearls on Friday night. And then Saturday, we will be doing a bead sale on Zuli Bea Boutiques live. So from 11 to 1, I will be live on her TikTok where we will be doing bead sales. And I will probably not be doing it up here in my bead room. We'll probably do it down on the kitchen table where I have more room to have the baskets out. And when I do that, then you're looking at it from the down angle and not looking at me or the bead wall behind me. Are you selling or teaching? We are selling on Zuli's. I'm selling beads. Yes, it will show on my live account too. Yep. But it's on her. I am a guest on her TikTok account, so we have to follow her rules. Her rules are we do not say the word dollar or cents, just to let y'all know. There are other phrases that we can't say. I say them here on my own, but that's a choice I make. I can't say them on hers because if I say it on hers, it can affect her live access, and I can't do that to someone else. So it will show, like when you guys go into your I think it's the profile, or not the profile. It's the second one over. When you go in that one up at the top, you know how you'll see like double people. So you'll see mine and someone behind it if you're on mine. But yes, that is what we'll be doing on Saturday. And because we have 2 hours there, I'm not going to do 2 rounds. I'm just going to go through everything once. And because we're on that one, I'm not going to do a long one on Friday because I don't want to hit you guys up with 2 long ones back to back. Well, that just stinks. And I did do the update. There was an update on Friday or Saturday of last week. And so, yes, there has been a recent update. And I have got the odds for I don't know what reason. I even ate protein for lunch, everybody. I went and got Chinese. Well, no, they told me it was from Hai Chai, but I got the Korean one. And I'm like, I looked at the lady and I'm like, Korean at Hai Chai? Okay. Any of you don't know, in the Midwest, we have a grocery store, Hy-Vee, and they have a Chinese area for their food, and we just nickname it Hai Chai. I don't know if anybody else knows that or if it's just like my area that calls it that, but that's what I had. And I did have meat. I had protein, and I'm still yawning. But I am probably going to hop off here, everybody. I thank you all for joining me. Thank you for joining if you're new. This is a positive community, just to let you know, where we try to just have individuals where we have everything around jewelry, your love of jewelry, your love of creating, and that type of thing. We talk about in the lives beads and all the components to make it. We teach you how to use it. And we also talk about running small businesses and questions that you might have. You can always bring your questions to our chat times and we can start talking about them. I mean, last week we talked about fraud. So nothing is up. I just do not go beyond that. I might talk about my family, yes, but we don't go into, like, over on YouTube. We'll get people that'll be doing different things that we're just like, we don't talk about that here. But everybody, have a great afternoon. And then, ooh, geez, that might work. And come into subscriber night. Even if you're not a subscriber, you can still watch and you guys can see what it's about. Thank you, Rose, for that gift. I appreciate that. That is so kind of you. So that's what we've got going on today. We'll see you later, everybody. Bye.